Well, hi friends, welcome back to the shop. My name is Brian Cosby, it's Provide and Protect. I'm with my son today, and we're actually talking about these portable CB radios. And these are from Midland, and there's a lot of questions about why CBs. And we've had other videos on emergency communications and CBs and ham radios and all that. And my son is a general ham radio operator. So, but we want to talk about CB radios. And I know in recent years, it seems like a lot of people are kind of trashing CB radios because not as many people use it. And I'm, for one, am okay with that. And the reason for that is because with fewer people using it, it's less traffic. And that's going to be one big difference between CB and some of the other kind of radios out there is that with CB, you know, anybody can get on. You don't have to have a license, right, for this.
So that's the big perk is there's no licensing.
Yeah, no licensing, no testing. You can just buy the CB radios and you're good to go. You can communicate. So two-way radios. Most of you probably, when you think about CBs, you're thinking about CB radios like this kind of thing, or we have the President George FCC. So we have a video on that. But most of you probably think about these things you put in a vehicle. That's, you know, and we've done that. But what we're talking about are these more portable ones, which are kind of nice. These are 4 watt.
4 watt. Yeah. So the same as that.
Oh yeah, it's the same. Yes, the same power output as that. So, and that's what we want to talk about. And we're going to bring you in today and do a closer look at these particular radios. We got 2 of them here. They sent these to us for review and talk with you guys about them. But we're going to bring you in, show you the features of this, and then we're going to go do some testing with this here today. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for your support for us. And if you have questions as we go through this, please drop those down in the comments below because we want to be able to interact with you guys and questions or other thoughts. And if there's something we're missing in our video, then please drop that down below. But let's go ahead and bring you in, and we'll talk about these CB radios. All right, so here are the radios here. And see what it looks like turning them on. And it has a ton of features on this. Here's a light, so I can turn the light on there. I know there's a glare from the lights in here, but you can get the idea. So there's a light. So a few things about these. Why would you want to have a portable version rather than that other version I just mentioned? Like what would be the advantage of this as opposed to the other one?
So this number 1 is more portable, obviously. So you can clip it onto your belt. So if you're moving and you don't want a walkie-talkie since they have such short range, you can use something like this. It has a farther range. Number 1 because of the frequency, and number 2 just because of power output.
Yes, yeah, 4 watts. So yeah, so I mean, if you're going hiking, camping, you know, let's say you're operating, you're on the job site, you're operating some equipment, something like that, to have something like this on you and have farther range, as my son said, then that would be a big advantage to have something like this. You know, the other thing that we didn't talk about, I kind of want to go ahead and talk about right now, is this piece. So these come with these parts right here. So the battery is this bottom part that slides up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off from mine. You just kind of pull it out like that. You see that? And this slides in right here, like that. Okay? So if you do that, well now, look, you can plug this into your 12 volt in your vehicle and use it in your vehicle.
Right. And so it has the traditional connector there, PL259. And one thing to note is that this antenna on the top is not the antenna operating when it has this module hooked up to it.
Gotcha. Yeah, so when you put this part on here, then you're going to be putting this to an antenna on your vehicle.
Right.
Right. So, and we're going to show you what we've done with our truck with this. So that the nice thing though about that is that if you're on a long car trip, right, road trip or something, you can still use this as a mobile like in your vehicle CB radio.
Right. So this could be, it's almost like the handheld piece of a more full size mobile radio.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're going to show you that here in just a little bit, what we've done with my truck on this. But that's, you just need to know that feature there, because it's nice that it comes with that. So, also the other thing, just so we don't forget, this also comes with these battery packs. Now these are for rechargeable batteries, and these I think fit 8 batteries, 8 AA. So, but the normal one has 6 batteries right here. So that just has 6 batteries. Again, it slides in like that, kind of locks in place. But so you have a couple of different options. Yeah, so let's talk about just some of the features on these, and then we'll go test them here. But already mentioned the light. It has a function button down here. You can, has these 5 memory, see these 5 memory buttons right here? So you can set memory channels, right? So you can set that. But some of them are already set that we have right here. So for example, if I want to push this one,
with a chance of thunderstorms after midnight.
There's the National Weather
Fog after midnight.
Service.
Areas of
So,
fog.
so you can do that. It has a locking feature, so I can hit this right here, and now it's locked.
You can see,
lock up here. So it's locked, and so that means I can push other buttons and nothing will happen. And then to unlock it, hit that button again. So that's pretty handy. Your emergency, so the M1 over here, press that.
It's an orange.
Yeah, kind of the orange button, and it goes to emergency. Got squelch by the way on top. And so if you push it again, it goes to the 19, and then back to your channel that you're on. So just push it 3 times. You're going back. It has a dual watch feature. So the M2 down here, a dual watch, press and hold that. And there's a little DW that comes up here, and you'll be able to, you can set a secondary channel, and listen, right? You can listen to both.
So it'll be scanning both channels simultaneously, and once it picks up something above your squelch level on one, then it'll stay on that for a fixed amount of time.
Yeah. So that's pretty nice. So what else? Oh yeah, the LCR. What is the LCR over here?
So the LCR is if you're going up to a different channel, say 21, you can hit LCR, and
takes you back down,
brings you right back to where you were. So if you're just looking around, but you want to remember this particular channel, then you can go back to it easily just with a press of the button.
On the side is your channel up and down arrows right here. There's your push to talk right here. So that's the bottom part right there. On the top, you have, it looks like, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but you got a mic port right there and a speaker port on the top there. Okay. So that's nice to have options. And I guess you can actually purchase a microphone, like headset.
Yes. So there's a microphone headset.
Yeah.
Midland also sells just plain up speakers, so you can connect that there as well.
Yeah. So if you want a better speaker, this has really good speakers, by the way, on here.
Yes.
But if you want a better speaker, then you can just connect it up there. Here's your volume, off on, volume control, and like I said earlier, squelch. I do like these quick connect
BNC connectors.
Yeah. So they're nice because you can just kind of, you don't have to screw them on all the way. You can just easily attach it, detach it. Of course, a little hand lanyard. Here's your clip on the back. What else are we missing here?
Let's see. So
is this a scan?
Yes. So you've got scan. One thing to note is that if I have my squelch level down, so if you're receiving noise and you try to scan, it'll go 1 up and
stop.
It'll stop because it's picking up something above your squelch level. And then you can hit it again, and then it'll scan.
You see that?
Scan.
Yeah, so it's going
through all those channels.
But if he turns the squelch down,
right,
it'll stop.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what the scan is, though.
And then another feature that I really like is the function button. If you press and hold it, you can go to the exact frequency
Ooh,
that you are operating on.
Yeah. So, all right. So this is important actually, because most of the CB radios that I've looked at, you can't do that.
Right.
So the nice thing is, if I push and hold, see, there's the frequency. What would be an advantage? Let's say one advantage of being able to know the actual frequency.
So number one, it's just, for me as a ham radio operator, I'm used to seeing the frequency, number one. So, and also just knowing what you're doing, like walkie-talkies, you have no idea what their channels. What does that mean? Like,
and you on your ham radio, if you knew the frequency,
then I can go straight to this exact frequency.
Right. From a ham radio.
Right.
So that's nice. So if you do run a ham radio or you have another radio with the frequency, you can find this frequency and communicate.
Right.
So that is pretty sweet. So that's just pushing and holding that function button over here. So I'm not sure if there's anything else as far as the features or not. I think that maybe
it has two different power levels. So
like
we said, 4 watts, and then this button right here, it goes down to low, which I'm guessing is probably about 2 watts.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're operating in super close quarters and you don't want to blare everybody else out,
then
you can go down to 2 watts.
Tells you, it's fancy.
Down
right here.
Yeah,
I don't
right
even
there.
see it. Low. See, it says low right here. And I can push that again and it goes off. So.
But
cool. Well, how about we let's go out in the field, test this out. So but it's a good size, right? I mean, it's kind of like a walkie-talkie, but better.
Right.
you got better range. You've got more features. You can see the frequencies. There's so many, I think, better things about this than a simple walkie-talkie, and with the fact that you can connect it to your car, and another antenna,
and not drain your battery.
Without. Right. So that's nice, right? Because you don't want to just drain. If you're on a long road trip, you don't want to drain your battery. Just use this.
And the car kind of traps the signals. The metal roofing and walls trap the signal power. Right. So that really
having
reduces,
that external
antenna extremely helps that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're gonna go do some play around with this. All right. So I just want to show you what we've done here. So we've got just a antenna on the back, and we just ran this antenna up under the truck and into the cab. And we'll show you this real quick. All right, so a couple of things. Let me kind of widen out so you can kind of see here. A couple of things that I want to mention. One is these things are really durable, by the way. Like, this is not cheap feeling.
It feels like you could drop it on gravel, it's out here.
I don't really
and you
want to
wouldn't
do
be
that.
worried about it.
But I don't really want to do that right now. But I just want to mention that with these things. All right, so tell me what you've done over here.
So basically, this is the antenna cable going to the antenna that we just showed you. So I'm going to take this module piece here and replace it with the battery. So there's that. Take this rubber ducky antenna off. I'm going to plug this into your 12-volt port.
Yep.
So there's that. Turns on nicely.
Yep.
And then just plug it in to that. You do want to make sure with these connections to fully screw it on.
Yeah.
It just helps to seal it so there's no leakage of power anywhere. And then there you go. So now
can y'all hear that? Turn the
mountains Sunday night and Monday.
There you go.
Spotter information statement.
So you've got all your stuff back. You're receiving all your stuff good. So
yeah, so that again, the idea with these is that they're kind of dual purpose in this way, because you can use it in your vehicle like this, and you can take that little part off, that module off the bottom, and just connect it again to like this.
Yeah.
And take that with you. So it's just I feel like something like this is kind of ideal in a lot of ways.
So if you're getting out and you're talking to someone, you can just say, "Hold on a sec," and then you just pull this off.
Pull that off.
put this on, and then you're
You're
ready
good.
to go.
And that was like 3 seconds. So I mean, it doesn't take long at all. And the other thing about these, as opposed to the ones that you would get, that you normally kind of just see out and about in your vehicle, some of the big ones, like this right here. So if you don't want to have people watching and maybe wanting to take that or steal something like that out of your vehicle, then with these, you can just put it,
So this is just one of these, glove compartment pieces. You can just throw it in there.
Yes, there's another advantage.
You can also put it in this one here.
Right.
But
so anyway, so that's what we've done. That's what we've done with these here. So kind of a cool idea to be able to connect it right to your truck like that, but also be able to take it out of your truck and just use it like a walkie-talkie. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I sent my son way far away, and so these things will go probably around 10 miles or so, depending on the terrain, obviously, and that kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and talk with him and all that. One thing I'll note, I'm going to go ahead and push talk so he can hear what I'm saying here. So you'll see right there when I'm transmitting the power level, and you'll hear it. You'll be able to see it when you're receiving too. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this and let Garrett say hi.
yeah, so I was seeing the power level that you're seeing right now, and I'm speaking further away from the mic.
Oh, yeah. So that's another good point to make. Is instead of making it like this, like right next to your face, have it a little bit away from your face when you're speaking.
Yeah, so the blowing of when you're breathing and all of that can just overmodulate your transmitting signals, and so having it further away just helps it to level out that power.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, this is really nice. These CBs are really nice. I was thinking about walkie-talkies because we will send one of our kids with a walkie-talkie to a neighbor's house, and it doesn't have the range. It can't make it. So to have something like this, when it kind of functions just like a walkie-talkie, like that, but it has a lot farther range, is just really nice. So anyway, Garrett, I think you can probably head back home.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
Guys, I hope this has been helpful for you today. And if there are other questions or thoughts or things that you want to add to our discussion today, please drop those down below in the comments. But thanks so much for your support for us and for our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.